How you doing today? Guess what? I took my kitchen back. Lauren's over there today.
Hi, guys.
She may pop in once in a while and say something. I don't know if Diane's going to come in here and say something, but Diane made me change my project because I had the wrong stuff. But she helped me out and picked me out good stuff. So we will have good stuff. So, but then, this is a video from Bisou Boutiques. So what do we have here? We have the good stuff. So it had to be good stuff, right? All right.
So we have a bunch of people already.
All right, good.
We have Gloria,
Terry,
Andrea, Chris,
That's
Pearly Gates.
That's Terry.
Terry. Yep.
Good start. Well, I did ask them, please, to come out today.
Oh, we have.
If they could.
Oh no, that's Christine. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, if they could. You know, I know sometimes these videos are not at the, best possible time for everybody, but it does please me whenever I see that people are showing up. June is here, Mary McMahon,
Denise,
Jewelry by Denise,
Debbie,
and Debbie, good old Debbie. She's not good old. She's just,
good.
good Debbie. If this wasn't live, I would scuttle it and start over already. But anyway, because I know I'm saying everything wrong and like with no filter. But anyway, so here I am back in the kitchen. What I'm going to do today is I am going to make this necklace, which I made for myself. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see. I made this necklace. See, I'm modeling it now. I have not modeled it yet. I showed it
And
to you.
Mary already said that your necklace looks really nice today.
It fits me. Why is that? Because I fussed with it until it did. And, that's the hard thing about designing for yourself. You go by basic measurements when you design, to take stuff to shows or put on your Etsy or whatever. And then if it doesn't fit, then you can adjust it for them. But, you're making it for you. So you want, like, this pearl here has got to hit just right. This thing here has got to hit just right. I don't want stuff rolling over the wrong way, twisting. I still have a little problem with this because this pendant's a little heavy. So sometimes when you got a heavy pendant on delicate chain, what does it want to do? Wrap, turn over, And there's not a whole lot you can do about it except look down every so often and turn it over. But anyway, so today I'm going to take it off so that we can see how I measured it. I've got my chain pieces cut and everything, and hopefully we can get this done today. And what we're going to do is we are going to make it in semi-precious today. So that makes it even more valuable to you, okay? And of course you could lengthen it, you could shorten it, whatever pleases you. This is just the measurement that's best for me.
So she's using this necklace more of like a template.
Yes.
And we're going to create a new version of this
Yes.
necklace.
I'm going to show you that how you can take this basic design, which is basic. It's a layered design, except you don't have two necklaces. Now, if you prefer having two necklaces, that's easily done. You'll just separate them here at the ends, put two clasps, and this is hanging backwards. And then you'll have one simple little necklace and one to go inside the collar. You could layer them with other things too, if that's what you want to do. Myself, I liked it all in one, so that's how I'm doing it today. And today I'm going to make it with Bumblebee Jasper, which we have some at the website. It's one of my new favorites. I love Bumblebee. Some people call it Bumblebee Agate. And I don't know, make up your mind. Is it agate? Is it jasper? I don't know. I just go by what my suppliers tell me. But this is orange agate that I'm going to use for the focal. You can see that. That's kind of pretty. Especially if you like the fall tones. If you don't, maybe it won't appeal to you. But I like fall tones, so this will work. And so I'm going to put it down here. It's a cast zinc mount, which is every bit as good as the 1928 mounts were. The big difference between the 1928 pewter mounts and these imported zinc ones, what's the main difference? Does anybody know? Pewter picks up more design, especially if it's got a tiny bit of silver in it. And the formula that the 1928 uses does. And so that's why, like, for example, on this piece, I don't know if you could zero in on that. You probably can't even see what it says. It's just, I think it's just the cutest thing. Forget me not, it says. And probably the designers found this piece laying around in a flea market. They used to travel a lot of times to Europe, or when they had the, what do they call it? Pasadena Rosebud Bowl Show, Pasadena Bead Show there was, and then there's a Rose Bowl show that used to come. Correct me if you're from California, Southern California, you know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about, but I don't know the name. But anyway, they would find them, same as, you go out junking around, you find really cool stuff. You sometimes will say, oh, I wish I had a way to reproduce this. It's so cool. Well, they did. So they reproduced them, But the funny thing is, I showed this on Instagram the other day, and the reason I went ahead and did this again today, because I didn't show how to make it on Instagram, and also we didn't have very many on Instagram, so most of you wouldn't have seen it anyway. But anyways, on the back of it, look at that. You know how I always tell you can tell 1928 because it's got the little squiggly stuff?
This doesn't have it.
Doesn't have it. Sometimes it didn't. Sometimes it didn't. And the only reason I know it's 1928 is because I sat there and went through all those 35,000 castings. Every time I went out there, I went through them. So nobody can remember all that stuff, but I tend to have a mind for that kind of detail. And so I remember, and I know that it's 1928 because I found it and I chose it and I picked it for the line, which we don't have anymore, but hopefully one day maybe we'll have a few pieces from it again that are important. But anyway, so we're going to do it today with semi-precious, which we've got plenty of. And I love the bumblebee, agate, jasper, whatever you want to call it.
Mary says she loves it too.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's hard to find and it's expensive.
Well, we have some. It's more expensive than regular jasper. The regular jaspers, as you know, they're very economical to use. And you can, just pretty much choose whatever you want, like Aquaterra jasper. Not much at all does it cost. And it really looks good. But bumblebee costs about 3-4 times what the cheap ones do. It's still not expensive. But I do have some, and this is my private stash right here, this piece. But can you see all the different types of beads along that strand? We've got a lot of, what I call eyeball beads. They're not really eyeball beads, but this is just
a lot of striations.
Yeah, a lot of striations, banded pieces, which, like, this is a banded piece. This is a banded piece, which tends to suggest...
Just the two stripes?
Yeah, tend to suggest agate. Because usually agate's banded.
Oh. Okay.
There's an orange type agate. And see, that one looks like the eyeball stuff. If you want to take it that way, it's not. It's just a banded piece. But anyway, and then there's a clear one. But this is all bumblebee jasper.
Hi, Sherry.
We're going to cut it up and make it into stuff. Hey, Pat, how you not?
Pat,
it's nice to find you live, Pat.
Joanne.
Then this girl says, those bees are gorgeous. Yeah, Diane said, you got the wrong thing picked. You got to do something different than that. So,
Thanks, Mary. I'm glad you enjoyed them.
I need help. She says, nah, I'm old. I know I'm old.
Gloria says that she thinks it's easier designing for yourself. Because you know what you like, your colors, your length, materials.
Well, maybe you do. If you're like me, you may not know. You may say, well, I like this, and you're bouncing off the walls, and I say, well, okay, what 3 of those go together? Like, I find for myself, a lot of times I use labradorite, some sort of pearl, and then I use moonstone together. Those go good, but that's 3 different types. I wouldn't normally probably do just a moonstone piece, although I might get more money for it. I don't know. Labradorite's a good stone too, especially it's got those good pink and blues in it. But I don't know what I like all the time.
My style ranges.
Yeah,
I don't have one set
and I have all this stuff that I've bought to sell, so I've got a good bit to select from, and I'm like, well, I don't know if can I take that out. Can I take that out of stock? Should I use it for myself? What do I have in my own stash? Sometimes I'll pull from my own stash and put together. Like, for example, I don't know if any of you guys saw the silver gray bead mix that I put together yesterday, and I posted it in the newsletter. if you have a chance to get some of that bead mix before it's out, get it. That is a good bead mix. It costs $12.95, which is a couple bucks more than I use. It should be $22.95 at least. It's full of agate. It's full of monocrylic pearl, vintage Japanese. It's got the Carnelian crystal in it, and all the pearls, the silver gray pearls, are check glass, and there are 10 different shapes in there. There's the snail, there's the baroque, there's rounds, there's ovals, there's just all kinds of stuff. So when you get maybe 1 or 2 bags of that, you're in business. You know, you could do one all gray and one mixed up and one this and one that, and you just have something beautiful. And that's a really good mix, and I don't think I'm going to do it again because it's really too expensive for me to be selling it for $12.95. So go get it while you can. You can use your coupons too, so take off over there and go ahead.
Hey, Deborah.
So anyway, who else?
Joanne said she got 2 of those beading.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that, Joanne. I think I no sooner
Put it
announced it.
And she was on that.
And it was right before our meeting last night. So I'm like, man, Joanne had to bug in there quick, but we were on Zoom, so she didn't have to go to the hall. So
right.
she ran and got some.
Anything pearls, and Joanne's there, man.
She's there. She's there getting it. So anyway, the way I'm going, we ain't going to get done today. But anyhow. So this is going to be my pendant.
Pretend.
So this, we're going to have to pretend.
We'll lay it out and pretend.
We're going to have to pretend a lot. Diane, she's looking out for me. She thought I could do better, and she's right, I could.
Hi, Deborah.
So here was the original one, and what did I use in that? Well, see, I used my gray pearls, my gray snail pearls. These are out of that mix. These are Haskell. These are very special. I don't have any of these to sell to you because they were a gift to me from a colleague who just happened to have them, and these are not the ones that the sister company to Haskell made that can be made now, and they look like the old ones. These are Nikki Pearl. I mean, they came with the label. So they're super expensive. Not super expensive, super, what do I want to say? Special. They're not so expensive as they're hard to find, and they're very, very special. So those are real Haskell pearls from the day, made by Nikki Pearl. So this is a special piece. And I use very delicate fine chain in this, and I use 2 types. I did a bar and link, and I did the little delicate nuggets. And I just mixed it up because I didn't have enough of each to do a whole necklace. So that's what I use. So you needed that much. And I counted the other day that I needed 17 of these sections here. These I need 1, 2. Be nice if I had this thing straight, and then I could. 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know, around 10 of them. And then the others, the others are like 3 pieces. But you can make this any way you want. Just keep in mind that when you do, whether you're designing for yourself or somebody else, if you're newer to beading, you may not know this. Or maybe you haven't thought of it. So you've got this section here, it's smaller, it's not as long. This piece is longer, so it's going to affect how it fits. Everything you put into your piece will affect how it fits. The size of the beads, these are all like 6s and 8s. Size of the beads are going to affect it. If I use like 8s and 10s, the size will be affected. Okay? Size of jump rings I use is going to affect it. Everything you put in here, it's kind of like costing your piece out to sell it. You have to count every last piece, little bit that you put in your necklace and how much it'll cost you for you to know if you can make something profitably. Okay, that's that. It's the same principle. You got to figure out the size of everything, and now will that fit the way you want it to? Because sometimes the only way you know is once you get it together and you take a piece out or whatever, and then you write it down, and then you don't have to worry about it so much anymore.
Hi, Chris.
So, anyways, that annoys me that I can count those. 6, 8, 10, 11. Okay, we'll get there. So I don't have any of those made yet, but we'll put a few of them together and hook them up, kind of see what they look like. So I use these great big long, I don't know if they're 3 or 4. Yeah, these are 4-inch silver
eye pins.
Eye pins. Pretty sure they're at the site. There's not tons of them. My supplier tends to be running out of these a lot, so I don't know how much longer I can get them. It's hard to find them. So when you find them, whether it's me or somebody else, get them. Because the only way you're going to get them this long otherwise is to cut wire. And do it yourself, which you can always do.
With the 20 gauge.
Yeah, you can always do it. But I like it, if I can get them already done. So
Hi,
what
Yanka.
I do is I'm going to have to cut this. Yanka's here.
Yep.
Good. I haven't seen her for a while. So I'm going to cut this, and I think I will cut it on my little piece of wash rag, whatever this is. I don't know what that is. I don't know.
Deborah said that she saw the bead mix this morning and she wants to grab some.
Yeah, well, there's some still there. I just don't know. You don't know. You'll say, oh, you better come get it because there's not going to be any more. And then everybody looks at it and they go, maybe the picture doesn't appeal to them. Or the colors, I like gray. I like crystal. I like silver together. I think it is so, so, so classy.
Yeah, Joanne said it was right up her alley.
Yeah, you would definitely like that, Joanne. But other people might just look at it and say, that is so dead. But it's... I'll tell you what, if Coco Chanel was here and you asked her, besides pearls, what would you like to make your jewelry out of? She'd go with a mix like that. Just saying. Okay, so I'm going to cut some of these up. Just saying. But me, then I wax boho, and then I go with handmade beads and paper and all that stuff too, and there's a place for that. And between the two, which is the most fun? Boho or classy? I have to say boho. It's the most
It
fun.
is a little bit more fun.
It's more fun. Yeah, you have greater freedom to take a left turn, like I do.
Mary says that she loves your eye pins.
Yeah, they're pretty nice, I think. I think they are. So now, the way I'm going to do these, I did my long sections here, my three-piece section. I did it with a 6 on each end and an 8 in the middle. I only have these, which are 8s. So I'm just going to try to do them in such a way that they balance. So,
No, thankfully we did not, Yanka. We did have some thunderstorms.
yeah, but it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I was watching channel, where is that hole? Don't you hate that? I was watching channel 21. Yanka will know what that is because she's from the area. Last night to see, and that was pretty good reporting on the weather because they told us, every step of the way. Said, okay, now you people over in East Palestine, you're going to start hearing some thunder, and sure enough, within 30 seconds, here it is. Yep. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I hate it when I can't find the hole, and the beads are dark. Where is it? You know what? I'm going to have to use another one just so I can find the hole.
Oh, Deborah said that she just went ahead and ordered the new mix, plus the cup chain with the pearls.
Yeah, I haven't had that for a while either. I know Joanne was saying how, when are you going to get that in, so I thought, so be glad. She was right there, let me tell you. And she will make something absolutely beautiful from it. You know what? These were the wrong thing to pick to get done fast. If I was just sitting there listening to music or something, that would be fine, but I'm not. Okay, so there's one section. I'm going to try to get enough sections done so I can do one part of this. You can see it. The rest of it, I give you measurements and you can decide. But you have to decide. You have to decide what pendant you want to use. Like I was going to use a bumblebee jasper pendant that I had that was mine, that I had collected up. And Diane said, well, these aren't on the site. I said, yeah, but I'm going to use it. She says, that's not very smart, Brenda. All of your people are going to come to you and say, hey, where's, I want one, So before I do that, I'm going to have to look and see, can I get you one at a price you want to pay? If I can get them at the price I paid for those, you'll like it. But I don't know if I still can. So we'll see. Okay, so I'm just going to make these very simple. I'm not going to make them into wrapped sections because it will save time. Okay, they're pretty tight. I did that. So I do a few of these, and then I'll do a few of the short ones, and we'll come up and see what I'm talking about. So let's see. Let's say we're making the long one. See, I need 2 of these. It gets confusing with the thing in the middle. See, I made this whole long thing and then I split it. So I don't know if I'm going to be, this probably should have been a mini class, honestly. But I thought, you look at it, you say, that's so simple. What's the big deal? Okay, there's the first one. So we need 1, 2, 3, 6, and then I did 2 of these. So I only have to do 1 more. So that's good. Because they're upsetting me. I'm getting upset, people. I can't find my holes. It's so dark. Not in here. I just mean it's just it's dark and you can't see.
Hi, Karma. Hi, Jan.
Well, we got a good turnout today.
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
Pat says that she used the Mexican lace jasper cab with the bumblebee, and it worked great.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's a good one too. I like that crazy. What do they call it? Mexican crazy.
Or the Mexican, yeah.
Yeah, I had a necklace of Mexican crazy lace, and I made for myself.
Oh, she
one
said
time,
Mexican
and I
lace
loved it.
jasper.
Oh, jasper.
Is that the same, or is it agate? I don't know.
Some people call them jasper. Some people call it agate. I don't know. When I look at it, it's got the swirlies kind of like jasper does, but other times it'll come out kind of banded, so I don't know. Maybe it depends on how they cut it. So, but anyway, yeah, that's a good look. It's a classy look. And you can wear that with your dress-up clothes, or you can wear it with jeans or whatever. It's a good thing I can wear it with jeans because I live in jeans. I'm funny. I'm either living in...
You do like dresses.
I do, and I have real nice ones. And when I get dressed up a lot. I mean... not a lot.
But
I
sometimes
don't
you'll
want to
just
say
wear
I just get really dressed up. I'm either really dressed up or I'm boho, And
Well, sometimes, you'll wear just like a long, flowy, throw over your head dress.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Because they're comfortable.
Mm-hmm. Last weekend I got dressed up. I didn't see what you had on. Did you have one on Sunday?
A maxi dress, and I wore my cowboy boots.
Oh, did you?
I did.
I wore my cowboy boots to Memorial.
I did too.
And you couldn't see them because my dress was so long.
Yeah.
John bought me a pair of cowboy boots.
Dad helped me pick mine because
he took me out
connoisseur.
one day and he said, I'm going to buy you whatever you want. I says, get out of here. He says, yeah, just tell me what you get. When I run out of money, I'll tell you. So I got a mixer, what do they call that? KitchenAid.
Oh.
But it wasn't a KitchenAid.
Okay.
It was Hamilton Ditch. This is one right behind Warren. I got a red one.
Okay.
I got a red one. I don't know when I'm going to use it. I don't bake, but I just always wanted one. So I got one like that, and then I got my cowboy boots, and I got a leather purse, and I got a bunch of clothes. I got a bunch of stuff, people. I'm telling you what.
Nice. Yeah, Dad helped me pick out my pair because he's like the cowboy boot connoisseur. And so when he finally saw them in person, he had a guess as to what he thought they were. But
he didn't know what brand they were?
No, what they were made out of.
Oh, what are they made
So
of?
they are caiman and shark.
Woo!
So originally he thought they were caiman and bison. But then when he saw them in person, they were smoother. And so he was like, no, these are shark.
That's cool.
Yeah, they're vintage.
Are they?
Yeah, I found them online.
Oh, you got them at Poshmark or someplace like that?
So for me, they're new, but they are vintage. But yeah.
Well, mine were new, and I don't know who made them.
I forget who made
But they're
mine.
good brand because I bought them at Ryer's.
Yeah, mine's a good brand.
Yeah, they were on sale for $89.99. So
Yeah, they're genuine.
They
my
were
boots.
they were a lot more expensive, but anyway.
Because they were vintage and what you want, I guess, pre-owned, I got them at a good price.
Yeah.
Dad was like, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you could get really good deals.
Yeah, no, I really like them.
But I love these because they're black and then they have a purple butterfly
Ooh,
on them.
cute.
And so I wore all black and then I wore those and I wore my
Your
big
purple
butterfly.
one.
So that all went, I was matching.
Yeah, mine are neutral. They're like a beige cream kind of color because I had a different pair and I loved them, but I only wore them maybe twice. And now they're too small because my feet grew. But they were very hard to wear because they were black, but then they had hot pink and turquoise on them.
Ooh.
So they were very pretty, but like it was hard to match them with things to be
Well,
able to wear
my feet
them.
grew since I got married. When I got married, I wore a size 6 shoe. I wear a size 8.5.
I'm a 7 now.
I'm an 8.5, and I think it's because I don't wear shoes.
I can get away with
So,
some 6.5s.
Your feet spread.
But yeah.
I know people, you might be waiting on me to make this for a long time today. So we may have to just kind of get a sense of it. I hope you'll do it though. Whether you use gold or you use semi-precious or whatever you use, I hope you do. You can make it so many different ways.
Check glass.
Last night I was looking and I had this really cool, a cameo that I pulled off of one of the 1928 boards and I liked. And I put it in this mount here. But we have these in matte black too. So I had a matte black mount stuffed down in my bag, box of stuff that's mine. And I put that into there and I'm like, oh baby, does that pop? I says, well, there you go. This would be perfect for that. Get a little bit of matte black chain, which we do have. We have hematite chain, which would be awesome.
We do.
For that.
I don't know if we have a lot left, but yeah, we do have
Well,
some.
we have less than we did because I sold a bunch of it this
Yeah.
morning. Someone called and this lady, I like her very much. She's a customer of mine, but she does not make jewelry. And she likes to remind me she does not make jewelry. But I couldn't remember what is it she makes. And she finally says, Brenda, don't you remember? I says, you know what? This is the girl who forgot how to copy and paste last week. I just went to do it and I couldn't remember. It was gone for 3 days. And it's not because I'm going nuts. It's just there's too much sometimes. So anyway, she says, well, I do mosaic. I says, oh my goodness. I says, send me some pictures of what you make. So she sent me pictures. Oh my goodness. She took a Chanel No. 5 bottle and she used epoxy sculpt all over it and she made it into
like blinged it out.
yeah, I mean it was awesome.
Cool. Well, I don't know how to explain mine then, Sherry, because I've never been pregnant.
What's that?
She says your feet grow with each pregnancy.
Oh, well that must be it. I only had one pregnancy.
I have had 0.
He's out there in the garage.
0.
I had one.
Unless you count my cats.
And I wasn't going to have one pregnancy, but he showed up. When we were married about 9 years, he showed up. And I'm really glad he did. I don't know what I would do. I would have missed out. But he was a tough kid to raise.
Hey, Deborah.
Any of you guys raised kids who were little, what do you want to call them? Thunderballs, wouldn't listen, He was real good in the house. I didn't have to worry about him getting into stuff or anything. He'd put himself to bed, of all things.
He put himself to bed?
Yeah, when he got tired, he went and got his whoopee blanket, and he stuck his thumb in his mouth, and he'd go lay down in bed, and he was out. That was it.
Okay, then.
Yeah. I mean, he was great. But take him out in public, he was a monster.
He must have got nervous, and that was his way to cope.
I think it was because he was an only child, and he wasn't around people very much.
Hi, Beans.
And he got out, hey, there she is. He got out around kids, and he went totally out of his mind. I should have had more kids, and then maybe they'd all been that way.
He's great with people now.
Oh, he's really good with people. He's
Mr.
good with
Customer
people.
Service.
Good with people. He's good with all kinds of stuff. Okay. I want to get another set done, kind of put together along the sides so you can see what I'm talking about. And then you'll be on your own. I think you can see what to do. But the thing about it is I so enjoyed making this for myself. I really, really did. I so enjoyed making this for myself. And I will wear this a lot. You know, if I was going to sell that, I'd have to make another one, which I have one more of those forget-me-not pendants. So I could make one.
Deborah Phillips says that she can't wait to start working on making jewelry again, that she's missed it, and she's enjoying watching us make it.
Oh, well, you will make it, believe me. You'll do it, and you'll have a really good time. Don't forget about it. Don't forget about me.
I'll post a picture of the two of us on the group from this past Sunday. If you guys haven't seen Jordan and I recently, I got a couple good pictures, and you can see him with his beard. Yeah. Some of you have seen it here on the live, but for those of you that haven't,
yeah, he's doing pretty good with that beard.
I like it.
Yeah, I do too. It makes him not look like
he looks distinguished.
It's like when
it frames his face.
Robbie grew his beard out right away.
And now he looks like an adult.
He looks like a man.
He looks like an adult.
Like a kid.
Yeah.
You know.
No, it frames his face. It fits his face. Nice. It just kind of finishes.
So I was telling you guys last night in my post a little bit that, you know, a lot of people have been asking for wire videos, and I'm like only so-so in wire. I mean, I'm okay with wire. I know, you know, what they're doing and all that. Even in the more complicated stuff, I just never sit down to figure it out. I don't like exacting, precise little connectors all in a row. And Javi was always real good at that. So somebody asked for, I think it was Debbie Nicholas, says, you know, we need a video on wrapping wire real precisely. Well, don't look at me, girl, because I'm the wonky wrapper. It ain't going to happen. So Javi said she'll do our wire videos for us. So that's nice. She got another job now, and it's going to be real good for her, and I'm happy for her, but I'll let her tell you about it when she's ready. I think it's going to be kind of cool for her, but yeah, it's us guys, and I have to tell you, Lauren stepped up to the plate immediately, and I don't know what I would have done without her, because she just jumped in there and did video right away. She didn't know how to render it or anything like that, but she did just fine. And then Diane got involved, and Diane figured out how to render it, and she did our classes this time. In the winter class, they were mostly rendered. And that was hard because they were long enough that it took her like all night to upload it. She said walk away from it and let it upload. But she did a great job. And so I'm so grateful to them that they can do that. But I always wished we could do more wire, and it's like, well, Javi knows how, and she doesn't mind doing it. And she can do them up home, so why not? So we're going to let her do them. She's going to do them, and it's going to be fine. And then Lauren is going to do more mixed media type videos for us.
Yeah, I know some of you wanted some resin, how to colorize it. And I also have a video on how to make your own hoop earrings, like make the hoop yourself.
We need to do one on mermaid sand, because we've done nothing with mermaid sand for a long time. And if you're newer to us, you don't even know what the hay it is. And it's just the coolest stuff. And I've got 3 mixes now that are semi-precious. You have Amazonite.
I like that one a lot.
Turquoise, and there's, I don't remember what the last one was. It was 3.
It was a pink one, wasn't it?
Maybe it was. Maybe it was only 2. We have Amazonite and turquoise. And then some other ones coming along. But anyway, we have high stock. I narked them all down. They were all like $5.95, well worth it, because they go a long way. I knocked them down to, I think they were $3.95, $2.95, some of them. And you could still use your coupons. So it's like a big fat why not? And they work fantastic with resin. If you like the look of a druzy stone, you can make your own. And they're awesome.
Yeah.
And we did a workshop class on that 3 years ago. It's been 3 years already.
Okay.
And we use UV resin, but you can use regular stuff if you want. We have regular stuff again. They're not making ice resin, and that was all I bought for years. So I found another one that I liked as well. And so we have that. So if you're wanting regular resin, we've got that. But we've got lots of UV too. We've even got little UV lamps. So anyhow. Okay, so what I'm going to do is make a couple more of these, and we're going to put it together.
Oh, good, Joanne.
What does Joanne have to say?
She's always wanted to make her own hoops.
Oh, well, there you go. Oh,
Yeah.
Deborah says, if you survive raising a strong-willed child, they will be strong, independent adults.
He is.
Jordan is a great example. My 18-year-old daycare. Oh, well, you know then. I only have the experience of one, and he about killed me. He was a piece of work up till he's like 4. I remember a friend of mine come up to me and she says, Brenda, you're really stressing out over this kid. And I'm like, yeah, he embarrasses me like daily. And she goes, well, he'll do that till he's about 4. You keep doing what you're doing. You keep saying no and insisting on it and doing, whatever timeouts or whatever you have to do. Just keep doing them. Even if he screams, just keep doing them. And you're going to find that when he is a little bit more than 4, he's going to quit. And he's going to start shaping up for you. I'm like, really? Because I couldn't believe this kid would ever shape up. But he did. It's exactly what happened. He's straightened out.
Okay, so Pat, this is what she has so far.
Yeah, you show him.
She's doing her little strands. She wanted to see what you were doing.
Yeah,
so.
I'm sorry it's taking me so long.
I'm trying to get both in the...
I can't find the ding-dang holes.
I'm trying to get both in the frame, but sometimes it's hard. Sorry, Pat. So this is what she
So
has
I'm
so far.
sorry,
She's
guys,
working
that this
on
is
her-
like so slow, and I can't think of a fast way to do it, but except to show you the original and how that goes. And believe me, this is not rocket science. All of yous on here are not super beginning beaters. I would say this is a good job. This is a good project for a beginner to intermediate beater. If you're sophisticated, advanced beater, then this is going to be like totally boring. However, this style will sell for you. If you sell your work, this will sell. So what I would say is if you do advanced beading and all that stuff, so instead of like using costume pieces, use semi-precious and sterling and stuff like that when you make it to increase the value of it.
So that'll be the cab that she
That's going to be the
uses.
cab I'm going to use.
So I'll come down. I'm going to focus on this a little bit better for you guys.
And you know what? Till I make, I think I'm going to do some with this. This is cornelian. I may use a few cornelian. We have cornelian at the site, and that's another stone that's not, very expensive. People think, oh, I can't work with semi-precious. It costs too much. No, it doesn't. It costs less than check glass a lot of times. And there's nothing more than saying, you have some semi-precious in a piece to increase the value. It doesn't matter if it's high-end semi-precious. People don't even know the difference a lot of times. It's just that it is. It's stone.
Yeah, it's just
not man-made.
Easy, Gloria. If you don't have, one of those other little mats, just handy. Just grab a little washcloth and...
Yeah, which I do have them.
Yeah, she does.
I do,
Back in her office.
But no, I have them out in the garage too. I used to, a long time ago, I was giving them away
And
free.
see, Pat, these aren't, just very simple, no wire wrapping. She does a couple little bead caps in between the beads.
Yeah.
Or you can do spacer beads.
And you guys, we haven't made a lot of hoo-ha because people don't get
Here's
excited
the little-
over basic findings very much, like bead caps and ear wires and jump rings and eye pins and stuff. They just don't get excited about it. So I don't often say, oh, we got this, we got that. We got some great stuff, people. We got some great cast zinc bead caps and antique gold, bronze, and also in the silver look. And the silver look goes with any cast zinc item, and it goes with silverware silver plate, which is imitation rhodium, and it goes with the 1928 silver stuff, which is just polished pewter. It's not even plated. It's just polished pewter. All of them go together. So if you want some really good bead caps, go over and have a look in the bead cap section. You will find them.
Carol says she likes carnelian.
Yeah? Who said they like it?
Carol.
Oh, really? Okay. I have paid much attention. I just remember, I think it's in Little Women, that book, where one of them had a cornelian ring or something, which would be about right for the times. And they made a big deal of it. I can't remember what happened to it. But I just remember, I'm pretty sure it's in that book, the girl had a cornelian ring. And that always just stuck with me somehow. Joe, the character Joe. I think I could be full of it too. But I think it was. Okay, I'm about ready to actually do something here, peeps. You getting tired? Let's see. Consistent boundaries, and you're so right about 4, but the daycare is the reason I know. Now make jewelry all alone by myself. Yeah, I can take it. I'm not a kid person. I always like teenagers. Most people like it the opposite. Get them teenagers away from me. I love teenagers. When Jordan was a teenager, this house was full of teenagers all the time. And then we built our big garage out back so that they can go in there and have a garage band. You know, every Sunday, the driveway is full of kids. They had the garage band going. I was cooking for the kids. Those were the times. Those were the days. I'm telling you, we had a good time back then. Those were the days. I love teenagers. But little kids, I used to read Jordan books because I really believed you needed to read your kids' books, you know, if they're going to read well. Jordan liked reading. So I'd read them, and I couldn't stand kids' books. They were just too inane. Well, most of them. I like Peter Rabbit. But anyway,
that's a kid book.
Beatrix Potter. But yeah, I just couldn't stand it. And he had a book called A Dog Named Sandy. So I start reading the book to him, and I started telling him, I just make it up. I just start making the story up. I didn't read it, I just made it up. It said this, it said that. Then he looks at me. He says, Mom, I looked at that page. It doesn't say that. No, it doesn't, Jordan. You got to make things up sometimes. You got to be creative. So there you go. Okay. Yeah, I should have probably just made this and explained it to you instead of, trying to do it. Okay, so now here's my jumps. I'm going to put the strand together. I've got my little pieces cut. I had this nice little chain, so I still have a little bit on the thing. I rarely have this on the site for sale because it's expensive. And I tend to not want to go there when it comes, if I get it, people wonder, well, why is that chain $6.95? Come on. Well, it is. It's handmade chain.
That's the metal bead-in link chain there that she was showing here.
I was going to make a call, though, and see if they ever got any of that bead-in link chain that I used to always carry back in. I want to get some black and some silver. But I got to ask Jordan for permission. I'm not allowed to just go buy stuff anymore. So if we're ever out of something for a long time, you can blame him. We don't have it because Jordan didn't give me the okay. Okay, so you can see I just put a little piece of chain on there. I'm just going to keep putting it in. So I'll get this all put together. And I'm going to stagger these beads like I have them laid out here. No, come here, you. I'm just...
So she'll do a single one, and then she'll do the longer one, and then she'll do the smaller one. Like
video,
I have them kind of lined up for her.
Yeah, if this was a produced video, here's where we would go... We'd come back to you, not make you watch it. But it's nice. So let's just have some fun talking, girls.
Yeah, we used to have the chain in a couple different platings. I remember we had it in black at one point.
What?
The bead-in link.
This stuff or the other kind?
This one.
Yeah, I think there's some on there in brass ox right now.
And then we had it in the brass ox. We may have had it in gold at one point, I think.
I'm thinking, because our chains kind of got plowed.
I really do like this in the matte black, though.
Our chains kind of got plowed. It's just, there's a little of this and there's a little of that. And I think we're going to build it back up, and we're only going to have 5 or 6 different types of chain. But we're going to try and keep them all in all the colors,
Mm-hmm.
And so that you can count on them being there. And not be a weird chain that we can't get any more of. And so
I always
forth.
love the different rosary style chains that we get, too. Because they're unique.
They are. Hey, but you can make those yourself. We're actually doing a form of that right now. So we're making our own chain.
Which you do quite frequently.
Yeah, because I like to have my own look. See, this
Mm-hmm.
fell off. This is so annoying. But I'm going to get to a certain point and show you, so you can see what this looks like.
That's what happens when you're making jewelry.
Well, and
this is real life.
I'm just stupid slow too.
This is real life.
I just am slow. But when it gets done, it looks pretty nice. I've been selling a lot of my jewelry lately. I've got a whole bunch of jewelry sitting there waiting to sell. Waiting to take pictures and sell too. I've just got to get with it. You guys been selling your jewelry? What's selling best for you now? What kind of jewelry are you selling best? Earrings, bracelets, all of it just depends color-wise.
Yeah, Pat says that she makes her own chain too.
Yeah. Why not? That way you can have whatever you want, right?
I do sometimes. It just depends on what the look is.
Although, I have to say, it is a lot easier just slap it on there. And don't work the neckline, but yeah. We might get there today. So as always, you may not feel like it this time because I made you wait so long for me to get ready and done, but if you can give me a like and give me a comment underneath the finished video. It's nice when you comment, like we're talking now, we're visiting, we're kind of having a party. But hanging out, but that doesn't count to YouTube. They want to see them under the video. So if you don't mind doing that for me, you help me promote our channel so more people will see it. That's pretty good. I was looking the other day, we have 4.7 million views since we started. And you would think that's really a lot, but that was 13 years ago that we started. So it's good. We have a nice little following, but, they come and they go. And so, yeah, we need to promote all the time. This is sold a brooch yesterday. What kind of brooch? Tell us about it. Tell us about it, Miss Gloria. What was it, a cameo brooch? Was it one of your cameo women that you sold? I keep threatening to have cameos made. I could, and I need to do something unique since we don't have the 1928 line anymore, but I need to have something that won't cost you a lot and doesn't cost me a lot either, so we can all make out. The glass cameos have been pretty nice. I can get those made. I made the Blue Willow ones. They came out good. I made another one too. But I haven't had glass cameos for a while. I can get resin ones made too through one of my suppliers, but then they end up being too expensive, and I just don't think resin cameo should be expensive. That's me. I just don't think so. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Maybe if it's a real special vintage one, okay, maybe be a little bit more
yes.
money. But
So Deborah, these comments during the live, they don't show up after the video is posted.
They show up in about 24 to 48 hours.
Yes, you can see them.
But YouTube does not read them. It doesn't look at them. They have to see them in the commentary underneath the video. That what everybody sees.
Yeah, so you can write a comment after the video is posted.
But that's harder for you because then you have to come back. It's like, oh, why can't I just post it here? It'll show up when it shows up. And
but even if you can just say hi or that you liked the video, that you watched with us.
Or if you have a better idea, go ahead, tell me. I don't care. We're all friends. We don't care.
Yes. Thank you, Deborah. We'd appreciate it.
What'd she say?
That she'll go ahead and she'll do that after.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. More than
Sherry is wondering what the different lengths are for the chain in between the beads.
They're all 1.25 inches.
Okay.
All of them. Thank you for asking, because I did say that on my Instagram the other day, but I forgot to say it today because I'm too busy yakking. All right, let's see how this is coming along. Now, on this one, I didn't go all the way down with 2 beads here at the end. So, can you get that?
Yeah, I'm trying
Okay.
Okay.
Normally, this is just another little tip for you guys that are beginning beaders or maybe haven't done. Normally, I never put beads together right here at the end so that they knock together. That could possibly chip them, or in the case of this, they make the color on these Haskell pearls, they make it with old fish scales. They call it knocker, N-A-C-R-E. And it's dipping. They dip them on quite a few times to get the color. Well, what happens, you've probably seen this if you deal in any kind of vintage jewelry or you look around at it, well, you'll find them where they're chipped. They're dinged. And it's because they're up against each other. So don't do that, right? So a better design would have been to put this stuff first and do it the other way. Like, I'm going to show you how I did this here in a minute. Okay, so here, instead of all the way down like that, I would start my beading up a little ways. And you can see how it just goes in between. Actually, that's enough. That's enough to make one side, right there. So now, what are you going to do to get your mount on there? Well, let's look at that. This is something you need to think about too when you're planning your piece. There are 2 ways you could go. You could hang it this way. I know some of you have done that. You could hang it this way. So you put your one side on this way.
And then you'd have a hanging hole
right, and then you could put a drop there. Like maybe you can, like if you have a bigger bumblebee bead, you could put it there, maybe. You know, I might do that, actually. I might do that. So I would do that, 2 strands there, and then my clasp at the end, if I'm doing a single. Now, if I'm doing a double, this is a shorter piece, so my chain would have to come down around longer.
Oh, this is the shorter one.
Yeah, so this one, actually, this one would have this one here, and then start up with the strand on the other side. See how this one went? If I can hold it up. See how that goes? There's one in the middle, and then there's ones that are strung in triplicate, and then one, and then triplicate, and then I stopped it, and I hooked it, and I put extra chain and a drop, a finial drop on the back of my lobster claw, and that way I could keep going with the other side. So on this side, I'll tell you how long this side is. The long side with the pendant on it, I'm going to turn backwards, is 10 inches. The shorter side, to go to the middle, would be about 8.5 or 9. So it just is graduated just enough so they hang down kind of like within each other. So however it is that you piece this out, you have like, let's say 9 on one, maybe 10.5 on the other. So how much would that be? Well, you know, figure go for 22.
Total?
Go for 22, 21. And then you'll get a piece then that hangs like this if you do it. So the top layer would be like around 8.5, 9, and the bottom would be like 10.5, 11, something like that. And then you have, of course, your hangers at the end. You got to account for, you know, there's a jump ring on there and a finial, so you got like there's another 1.5 inches there. And then on the other side, another 1.5 inches. So, yeah, so let's say you got 9.
So that's 3
you got
inches.
11. That's 23. Yeah. That'd be like 23 inches. But, you can add a little more, take a little more away if you want it shorter. For me, this inside layer is just about perfect. Yeah. What would I do? Well, that's not perfect. I got the wrong ends. You gotta get the right ends to hook together if you want it to work for you. Look stupid like I did. Okay, so that's just right in the middle. So that's the bad thing with all this long hair. It hangs down. It's hard to get stuck up. And my hair looks like a wreck today. Yesterday I had nice beach waves, but then I slept on it. So enough for that. So that's how I'll go about that. So I could do it that way.
So are you going to add any of those beads in at all?
Well, they would be...
Like in the other layer?
Okay, yeah. So let's say... if I was doing the bottom layer, okay, I told you already, this is just the inner layer, so I'd start, right here, and then I'd go up with the chain, do 3, 1, 3, 1, go to the end, put my, finials on. That would be good. But if I was doing this one long, what I would do is possibly hang it there, and because they're not going to hang right together, I could go all the way down and do a bead, and it's not going to bang into anything. It's not going to chip. It's not going to break. It's going to be just fine. But let's look at this. If I was to put it on, okay, now it's like this. So I'm going to have to put...
Like a lavalier.
I'm going to have to put, or a connector some kind. I'm going to have to put this in there.
I like the
to get it to hang, and then I have to have a round one, and I'm gonna have to have a big round one.
I personally love the Y style lavalier connectors.
Yep, it is pretty. Gives you more design options. And
those are like my go-to.
That changes up. So here's a bigger one. This is about 12 millimeter jump. That will be the one from which you will hang all your beads. But I won't do it that way.
She has a twisted style.
I'll do it here and here. So now, all I have to do is decide which way I want to put it, right? Now, here's another thought for you. This is cast zinc, so if you clip this off, it's not going to show a weird color underneath because it's that color underneath. So that's kind of neat. So you can get rid of that. And you can hang it this way.
So you would nip that off then?
Mm-hmm. And then you would have 1, 2, 3, 4 places where you can hang stuff at the bottom. You want to hang a little bead or chains or, whatever you want to put there. That's a possibility. Now me, if I was going to do that, this would be one that I do inlay on with epoxy sculpt and little pieces to do. When I do it like this, I almost do it always. Every necklace I've ever made and kept or shown or whatever, it was inlay when I did it like this. And I felt bad. There was one piece in the 1928 stuff that we carried that was perfect for that.
There was. Mom liked that piece.
It was like a $10 piece, but you got so much out of it. It was worth it. It was worth it. And I thought, oh, geez,
It looked very similar to this. It was 40 by 30, and it had the little
loops. Then I got thinking,
Yeah.
It doesn't matter because we have the zinc, and we have a lot of different styles of zinc. And you have this one with the different options. In fact, from this, you could do, let me see if I got a couple pieces of chain.
The only difference was that particular one was meant to hang this way.
Right.
You didn't have to cut anything off.
It was meant to.
It was meant to.
But see, you can engineer it.
But yeah.
So here's one. Let's just say I did this as an option. 2 of the 1 1/4. So I did that. And then I could do this and a little drop from there. I've done that. So there's a thought for that too. But for this one, I'm probably gonna just go with this.
Mm-hmm.
And I've found too that necklaces that hang like this, like when I go to put my inner one in there that has just like the one bead that shows in the middle, you know, and it goes up, it doesn't have the pendant, the other layer. It's going to hang perfect. There's going to be plenty of space for it. You're going to be really pleased with it. So, you know, when you design pieces, you know, especially for yourself, you have to think, you know, how this is going to hit me. When you do for your customer, if it's a custom job, you can get measurements from them. If not, you'll guess based on yours. You know, are you a short person? Well, everybody's not going to be 5 foot tall like me. So maybe I'll lengthen it a little bit. Because what would you say the average person? 5'3" to 5'5"?
I think 5'4" is average for women.
Right. So, you know, maybe I'd lengthen a little bit for people a little bit taller. You know, if I have a customer who's really tall, like Miss Gloria, then I'm going to have it longer.
And model height starts at like 5'7".
Well, Miss Gloria would...
For women.
Taller than that, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, so...
Every once in a while you'll find one that's like 5'6".
Uh-huh.
Like Kate, I forget what her name is. There's one named Kate, and I think she's like 5'6".
Uh-huh.
But yeah, usually models start at like 5'7", but average I think is 5'4".
Yeah.
Unless they've changed that. You
I'm
can correct me if I'm wrong, guys.
I'm just a shrimp. I'm
5'2".
Yeah, but you're taller than me. I always marvel when I'm standing with people and somebody takes a picture, you know, of maybe several people and I'm there. They always put me in the middle because I'm the shrimp. And they're like all up here and I'm way down here. And I'm like, it amazes me because I don't think of myself as being...
We have to stand in the front.
That short.
For pictures.
I don't think of myself as being little. Because I'm not little. You know, I'm not little. I'm just short. Okay, so.
Oh, Pat says she's 5'10".
Oh, wow. Yeah, we never did get to meet you, Pat, either. We were going to have it that year and we had to go, we had to scuttle it because of COVID.
Deborah says
yes,
extenders.
It's very good to build an extender in if the design will support it, meaning that you have a longer length off the side of one piece with a finial on. A lot of people will make an extender, and they just take jump rings and hook them together and let them hang.
You make extenders.
I make them with the finial. I make it like a good piece of costume jewelry in the vintage style. They always had a finial. The import stuff, a lot of it just has that thing hanging off the back, and it's not really finished. And to me, I look at it, and I just don't view that as being a quality piece because that was not done. That's me. But, you know, how hard is it for you to do, you know, make something like this?
Gloria is 5'9.5".
Yeah, see? What'd I tell you?
Yep. Hold on, I'm going to bring this in.
I always thought that Gloria was a little lady, like me. I don't know why I thought so. From her pictures, I don't know, but I did. But when she came to the workshop, I think she came to all of them. But the first one that we had, she came and she walked in, and I'm like, oh boy, the party's started now. She commands the room, we'll just say that. She commands the room. And I bet Pat does, too.
Her height fits her personality.
Oh, yeah.
And we love you for it, Gloria.
Absolutely love her for it. But that's the finial.
Oh, there you go, Deborah Long.
Well, see, and you know what?
Yep,
that's right.
Is,
you know?
Yeah.
In fact, I took a picture with you, Deborah, and I think I looked a little bit taller than you, but I might have had some heel. And I remember thinking...
Are you You're
come
only
on, I'm
5?
not taller than her.
Really, Deb? I would have said you were a little bit taller than that.
No, she's not.
Huh, okay.
No, she's a little lady.
Well, she is, but I didn't think she was quite that little.
Yeah, well, she has a big personality. Yep, came to all the workshops. Well, we were talking, Dara and I were talking the other day about how we could do it, how we could pull it off, and I just still not quite sure. I might have loved to. So I'm not going to say never, ever, but I just don't know.
Mom wants the in-person again, too.
Yeah, everybody wants one, but are they going to want to pay for it? It will cost more than before, like appreciably more. And I'm thinking, it was a lot before. And then people have to travel, travel costs more. Gas is what? Almost $4 a gallon over in PA. So, and then plane tickets, I don't know what they cost because I haven't flown since right before the pandemic, but I would imagine they're more too, so. I'm a shy jokester. There's nothing shy about you, Gloria. I am loud and loud.
Most of us are. You'll figure
Gloria,
it out.
I'll never forget one time we were sitting around and we had the open house thing, and I had my stuff on the back counter to sell. And I heard her say something like to Jordan or somebody close by, here, watch this. And she showed me something, I don't know what it was, something she bought from somebody else, and I got these for X amount, well, I love to hear that. I'm going, yeah, but this and that. And I was like, see, what I tell you. What? She said, no, she said, what I tell you, she's going to go off on that. She likes to yank my chain. Anyway, I have a credit card with no balance just waiting. Wish I did.
You talking about coming in person, Gloria? You're just waiting?
The thing is we got to find 15 more people like you. Because if I don't get 16 people minimally, I can't do it. And at 16, I'm working for nothing. I'm taking all these days away from my own business here because they still want me to go on as usual. And I'm not getting paid. And I have to get paid because I can't. We're not going to go there. Diane says if I open my face one more time.
So we know the real
it's just,
you.
Yeah. Because I know you guys in real life, I'm laid back. Oh, so she
loves us enough that we know the real her.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, see, her credit card's ready and waiting. She wants to come in person.
Well, when you do all the work, too, then we'll see. And you lose your deposit because you can't get enough people to sign up. That's a heartbreak. And I did last time, so... Yeah, but I would love to do it. I had no balance, but I just finished buying a cart from BC, so it has a balance now. Oh, she's going to blame me. Well, honey, if you come to the workshop, if I should have one in the future.
Deborah says she'll come.
You'll have a bigger balance than that. Because it's expensive. We have to pay for the room. Then I have to buy insurance. They make you get insurance at the venue, and that's a lot of money. Liability
There's
insurance.
a third. We have 3 so far.
I will come. Yeah, everybody says they'll come, and then they can't make it.
Well, things happen. They do happen.
Stuff happens.
But yeah.
They won't happen to Gloria though.
She'll be there.
If I had a gathering,
Deb too.
yes,
Deb
Deborah Long. If I had a
really
gathering
are.
at my house, those two would be here. They would.
Joanne says she'd do it. Lindsay.
Oh
will
yeah,
come
Joanne would do, but she lives up the street. She can go home at night.
She said Lindsay will come too.
Yeah, Lindsay would probably do it. Oh, Javi goes, yay.
Keep it coming, guys. Keep it coming.
Are you gonna teach? I'm gonna make us all teach. I'll make Lauren teach, Diane teach. Hi, come she has to teach, and you'll be teaching for free, Javi. Not the rest of the time. That time.
We'll make Jordan play the guitar. We'll have the coffee.
No,
shop.
he'll be home running stuff.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I can come early to help you work in 5 hours away, driving an hour by plane.
Gloria.
You know what the problem is? Part of the problem, and I'm going to have to take off and go pretty quick, but part of the problem is I don't even know what to tell you to do. Like Dara has always said to me, Brenda, don't worry, I take direction really good. I love to help. I'll jump in there with you, and I'll come early and stay late, and I'll help you get it done. And I have no doubt she'd do it. She would absolutely do it. But it's like, I'm like, Dara, I don't know what to tell you to do. It's like we have our little beat among us that work here, and we kind of know what we need to do, and everybody goes and does it. But I don't have all the same people now, so.
Deborah wonders how long it would take her to drive from Montana.
Sure, why not? Oh, bless her little
And Debbie Nicolaya says that she'll come and she'll bring beans with her.
Longer from Montana than North Carolina. Who's in Montana?
Deborah Phillips.
Oh, that's right. She lives in Montana. Too cold.
Yeah, I don't know how long that would be.
Too cold.
Carolina is like, depending on where you are in the state, probably like 9. I'm going to average it out and say about 9 because I had family in Carolina, like right over the line, like over South Carolina, like right over the border. It was like 9 hours.
Yeah.
So I don't know about Montana.
Yeah. There's new comments. Oh, look at all these. Gloria Allen, I love you all.
See, Gloria, it takes 12 hours.
And
well,
know, oh, there's Dara. She's all be there. I know she would be.
Well, Gloria, you're in New York, right?
Well, yeah.
So that would make sense because we're like 3 hours from New York, like 3.5. So
where,
for you,
are you
yeah.
Are you in Staten Island, Gloria? Did I remember that right? Are you in the city, someplace, Queens or something? I can't remember.
It takes us, because I have family in Buffalo, and it takes us like 3.5 hours to get there from here. So that would make sense for you to get 12 hours to NC. Yeah.
Yeah, it would. Well, Dara and Gloria and Deborah and all you other wonderful people who say they'd like to go.
Oh, Dara's only 3 hours away.
I'll put that on my bucket list. Well, you can go. It's expensive up there, you know, Gloria. I have my his buddy Howie, that works at the boiler with him at the hospital. Howie has a son who works in Bozeman. And he says most of the people who work in Bozeman live in little trailers outside the city because Bozeman's gotten so expensive. It's like trendy or something.
Huh.
And it used to be like 25,000 people. Now there's 50,000 and growing, and you can't get a place. And Westchester suburbs. Okay. So anyway, so I don't think I'll be going there because he's into cheap. He's out back, I think. No, he took off. He was out back with John. So anyway, I'll pick you up on the way, Gloria. I'll be coming from CT. Oh. Huh. Yeah. Connecticut goes right into the city. Yeah, it does.
And well, then she said she'll pick up Beans on the way in PA.
Yeah, I don't know if Beans can go that way, though, because she gets those problems with her legs. But I wish she could. She had come one time.
Oh, Mary's in Virginia.
In Virginia.
Dara says she's only 3 hours away.
Yeah,
where are you at, Dara?
She's in West Virginia.
Oh, that's right.
But I think she works in Virginia. I can't remember exactly. Expensive to live, yeah.
Studio apartments.
Yeah,
oh,
2,500.
Goodness gracious.
They absolutely are. Bozeman is 4 hours away from me. I'm 45 minutes from the Canadian border. Wow.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, and Mary McMahon lives in Culpeper near the mountains.
Where's that at? Culpeper.
I don't know.
Wait, where did she say she was? Oh, Virginia, right? Is that where she said she was?
I don't know. Is she in?
Yes, Virginia. Okay.
Virginia. Yeah. Well, I live in Ohio. We had a tornado watch last night, and it was scary.
I didn't even know we had one.
Well, I'll tell you what happened to me. I didn't follow my text alerts. I didn't hear them. My phone was in my purse, so I didn't get the one that Robbie sent. Said we're staying home and doing Zoom tonight. So I went down.
Oh no!
And nobody was there. And I'm like, what's up? So I pulled over and I looked. I'm like, tornado watch. So, anyways, June's in Huntington, West Virginia. Yeah. Well, listen, guys, this was a fun day. We did a little something productive, and we talked about having a get-together, and it sounds like a lot of you are ready to come.
Yeah, keep telling her, guys. Keep telling her.
I just got to figure it out. And I don't know if we can go back to Dutch House. It was the perfect place to have one, but they treated me really, really bad last time. And I don't think they like me, and I don't think I like them. Oh, they're having a storm over by Gloria. So I don't know. I may have to find another place, which I'm not sure where that would be. I hate taking down a Boardman. We'll figure it out, okay, girls?
Might be closer.
We got a year and a half. Because we can't do it this year. It's too late to book it.
Yeah, right.
And we'll find out, if we think we could do it. If maybe we could do it in fall instead of doing it in May, that might work too. So, yeah. And she's at Christine's in Wyoming. They almost had a tornado. Gloria, you're kidding. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely fun. Well, you got to wait and see what it's like when we're all together. It's like a family reunion, isn't it?
And we go to dinner every night.
It's like little girls bouncing off the walls. You know,
it's great.
We're just so happy to be together.
And you can like go. There's several places. Well, it depends on where we go now. But there's like several places you can go and just grab some lunch and then just come back to the room.
Oh
and just
yeah,
work
if we
chat
did it at Dutch House, there's food everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whereas
but if we do end up in Boardman or somewhere else, usually there is stuff. Like we'd make sure.
Yeah,
it's
there are
probably
hotels up that
yeah.
way. We'll figure it out. So I'm gonna have to take off and go. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you'll try this project because I really like my necklace and I really will wear it a lot, and I will really go and make one out of Be Jasper now.
I can't wait to see it when you add these in.
Yeah, those would be good added in, wouldn't they?
Yes, just for a little nice pop of color.
A little bit of color in there.
To bring in the cab, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Or do these instead.
Instead of these ones, you mean?
Maybe.
You're going to put, after you put on all that work?
Well, I'll just use that in another one, right?
Okay.
Right? Please hit the like button. Oh, Mary's reminded them. Don't forget.
Yes, thank you, Mary.
Yes, we appreciate it. And leave us a comment, even if it's something silly. We don't care. As long as you're nice, I don't care what you say.
Yes.
So, I love you all. I hope you know that. I
all.
hope you know that. I really, truly do. Thank you for helping us to make this a really nice session because it's not just me and having something prepared. It's you guys. That's what makes these live sessions. Is you guys. So. Anyway.
I'm putting it back on you.
Yeah.
So look over here.
We'll make one for W2W. Yeah. You guys, if you haven't done, if you're in creative group, and most of you are.
Be soon.
I'm sorry. I keep looking over here.
Yeah. Well, we work. So
I'm looking over here because I'm like confused.
I was showing your work.
You don't have to like put a big X over this. If you're in a creative group, you know about WTW, Work Table Wednesday. That's where you post a table,
which is today.
A few little things maybe you got from a recent order or one that's not too old terribly, and maybe suggest something you'd make. Take a quick picture, upload it to the group, and that's it. And you can tell us about it if you want to. If not, you have to know your hashtag, but you look at other people, you'll see your hashtag is. What's today's?
It's today. It's WTW and then the date.
4/3.
It is
24.
The 3rd. So 4/3.
24.
24.
24.
Do they have to write out the year completely? 2024 or just 24?
I don't remember.
She doesn't even know.
If you come to the creative group, you'll see somebody else putting the hashtags up. You know what? I'll put it in the comments.
Give me a second.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
Yeah. She's gonna look real quick.
I'm gonna look real quick. There should be one here.
Because we had probably 8 or 10 people posted them already.
Just the 24. So put the
hashtag.
the pound sign or the hashtag sign WTW 040324.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing. And then that way we can find everybody's by the use of the hashtag.
Yeah, so here, see if that shows or not. I don't know if it'll show up. It's kind of like, but there. So there's Jan's, for instance.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to get it so it's
It is
blurred.
fun. It is fun. Yeah,
It's not
I did my dishes for you
there
guys.
There we go.
How about that?
See that?
I did my dishes just for you.
So that's what you want to put so you get counted.
Yeah. And when we get 20, which we're about halfway there, I think, when we have 20, I do a drawing.
For a $25 gift certificate.
Which is not chopped liver. Sometimes I think maybe some think it is. I don't know. Not everybody can.
Thank you, Gloria.
Not everybody can post all the time. I don't expect you to do that. So just know that. But I wish we would just have more people doing it more regularly, then it wouldn't really matter. As long as we get 20, I'll do the drawing. If not, it gets held over. Like last week, I think we had, I don't remember, it was like 16 or something like that. I don't have to look. So we hold it over and add it to what we have for today. So for today, we will definitely have a drawing. But I want to see that 20. Do you know that in the creative group, there are over 3,000 active members? There are over 6,000, but active members, I don't know, somehow Facebook goes by posting or whatever. If you're
how often they comment or post.
There are 3,000 active members of that group. And to find them all I have to do is post something about they did this at Etsy. And then we got everybody coming out of the woodwork talking about Etsy. Oh, they did this, they did that, you know, or eBay or whatever. So I know they're there. They're lurking. They are watching. But, so out of that many.
We've had, and don't think you won't win, because we've had first-timers
come
and win.
Or people who haven't posted in a long time.
Years.
And they end up winning.
Yeah, so don't count yourself out.
No, I've had people come in last minute and they end up winning it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and $25 worth of, you know, loot from Bisous for free is not chump change.
No, pick up some semi-precious.
Yeah, you could probably get the better part of what you need to make a necklace. So, hey, I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just
a good way if you're needing your basics again or something.
Yeah.
And you're just.
So say you need basics.
You want to use your money for the fun stuff?
Yeah, you know, so they come and get, you know, head pins and eye pins and stuff.
Use
like
that for the gift certificate.
And by the way, if you're wanting matte black head pins and eye pins, we got them. Lots of them. One last thing I want to tell you. You might have seen that picture on the group of all those 1928 sample boards that came off the back wall at the factory.
Mm-hmm. Today's the last day.
I have, you know, I think maybe I have enough after this to do maybe another time or something. I don't know. But they were just not worth putting on Etsy. They had pieces missing. The boards were torn or really soiled or whatever, but what's on them is still good. You could pick it off and use it, or maybe just keep it just for a memento. So this one, there are about 20 boards in there, and I sold them anywhere from $10 to $25. Sometimes there were more if they were real special, you know. And they're in there, and you're going to get them for zippity-doo-dah, nothing. I'm doing a drawing of the people who ordered from Monday until today at midnight.
Midnight Eastern time.
So if you order, and it doesn't matter how much it is.
No minimum.
No minimum. It could be a little tiny bit. And you are in, and you might win that too. Woohoo! You know, the shipping on that will be bad enough, but you win it. It's free. So there's that. I'm not giving them out one per order because that would really kill me because of the shipping. The shipping, that's another reason I did it this way, because the shipping it got to be, unless we were getting $25 or more for them till Etsy took their cut. We did our discount and everything else. It just wasn't worth it. So.
Christine says she loves coming up with the table and posting.
I know you do, and you make all kinds of really great things. Her earrings, I think she posted on her page. And they were resin. They were really cool. And then she did a button jewelry the other day. It was really good. What's a hashtag?
Okay, so a hashtag is the pound sign.
Yeah.
Followed by
WTW 0403
24. So that's
and that's the date. 04 is April. 03 is the date. And 24
is the year.
1920.
But like a hashtag just in general is something that you write, a phrase or a word or something. It's all like in one. There's no spaces.
You know, I'm going to do a video on what it means to post for WTW and why you should do it. Dara.
We had one at one point.
Dara,
like what it meant.
Maybe. Dara.
And finished up Friday.
Yeah, we haven't been doing that.
You have like a
well,
saved
yeah,
link
but I need to
explains
rewrite it. It was written so long ago. It needs to be redone. But Dara says that doing WTW really keeps her routed and keeps her creating, even though she's busy. She's a school librarian, and she's very, very busy. She fills in for other teachers too, and but she wants to keep her creativity at its best. So she says WTW helps her to focus. So when she does her WTW, by Friday or Saturday, she has a finished piece of jewelry with stuff that's in the WTW.
Yeah, and Deborah, she likes it's creative.
It's creative initiative, you know. Now you don't have to do a finish up Friday from it, and you don't have to do a specific project. You don't have to do anything with it that week. But show us something. Tell us why you like it. Tell us why in the world you bought it.
Hopefully we explained a little bit,
or just oh, here's what I got so far this week. That's what I did.
Mm-hmm.
I keep looking over here. I feel like I'm looking at you.
Nothing has to be completed. It's just like what you're looking at this week, what you think you might play with. Mm-hmm. Just it could be a big old mess, just like this on this table, and you just snap a quick picture of it and you post it to the group.
I think I did say too that if you don't have any Bee Soup product yet, you can go to the website, pick out 2 or 3 items,
like
copy and paste the pictures into a post and say, I can't buy anything right now, but I'm telling you what.
Like if they're in your shopping
if I could buy, or if I win that prize, I would buy these because why?
Yeah, like if you have a shopping cart going, or if you have a wish list going.
You could include some of that. That would be okay. So there's a lot of ways to play, and you should play. It's good for you. It's good for you. Okay. Yay, you guys have been great. This was fun. Lots of fun. We've been on here for almost
over an hour. Yeah.
We run too long.
Hey, they seemed okay with it today. So, Mom and I went over a couple weeks ago, and they told us to keep going.
Yeah. So that's because we're hanging out. Heidi was here the other day and we were talking about doing the video. She says, well, we got to get them down to shorter. People won't sit on. I says, unless you make them like hangouts, which that's what ours are like. And that way they come to the party and they stay till the party's over, so it's different that way. But yeah, if it's just plain instruction, you got to keep it to the point. So anyway, okay, guys, love you so much, and we will continue to think about having a live deal.
In person.
Right now when I think about it, I go into a cold sweat, being honest with you, because I know what's involved. But maybe we can work it out. You just don't know. Okay? For 2025.
We'll let it ruminate.
Yeah, we'll let it ruminate. You let it ruminate too, and we'll all get in a big room somewhere and talk about it. Maybe have a Zoom meeting. So, love to you all, and we will see you again soon. I was thinking about maybe doing one on Friday, but I have to check that with Miss Lauren, and we'll see what I get done. Maybe I'll get this part done. I can just show you. Hey, I got it done. Anyway, whatever.